Ladies and gentlemen, it's game time. Welcome to the 2019 Make Football Great Again, year 4 of the league
Love to see
fantasy
it.
football draft. I'm here with Matt. I'm here with Joe. Boys, how are we doing tonight?
Oh, we are wonderful.
Ready to get this draft started so I can beat your asses.
yeah,
I
Nice.
mean, that's clean, I think. I think we're good.
yeah, I think you're all right with that. Just a quick recap. I am the defending champion from last year. Joe was in the losers bracket, I believe.
Whoa,
Matt was
whoa, whoa,
ousted
whoa.
in the second round of the playoffs.
Hold on.
Semifinals, yeah, and I had the
I
best
got
team by
those.
far.
Yeah,
And you
Oh,
definitely did
That's a
bad.
lie. That's a lie. I had the best team by far, and then my players decided to get suspended because they're all delinquents.
He did have Ezekiel Elliott.
I had Tyreek Hill and Ezekiel Elliott and Cam Newton, and I'm
Rough.
pretty sure none of them finished the
well, Cam Newton did get suspended, but he got hurt.
season. All I know is Zeke got suspended right as our playoffs started, so that was fun. That was a fun 6 weeks.
Yeah, but Matt didn't have his first pick all year, so
Yeah, my first pick
Might
was
as well.
Le'Veon Bell.
all right. So let's go through some of the keepers for this year. I have Christian McCaffrey to start. Joe, who's your keeper?
This was kind of a tough decision for me because I was choosing between Zeke.
Hurry up. We only got 7 seconds.
Zeke and Tyreek.
And we're starting
Zeke.
in three,
Okay.
2, 1, and the draft is officially open. All right, Joe, go ahead and continue.
I was
Oh,
just saying
nice.
that Zeke doesn't have a contract yet, so worst case scenario he sits out like Le'Veon, but I don't think that's going to happen. So I went with Zeke.
All right, so it says that I'm on the clock, which doesn't
Yeah,
exactly.
well,
It says it says no. It's on the clock. Pick 3 is Steelers.
Oh, gotcha.
Is he here?
Um, I don't know. He was a second ago. He just left. He's got basically so his keeper has to get selected, which is happening in a second. But so you ended up with Zeke, right? So you're taking a gamble that your boy from the Cowboys is going to be back week 1.
Yeah, and it kind of I felt some type of way about it because I did my other fantasy draft last night, and I was the 5th pick, and I actually passed on Zeke to get DeAndre Hopkins instead. But the only reason I passed on Zeke is because he does have contract issues. And then today I had to decide whether I want him to be my keeper or not.
So
Yep.
you did end up picking him as your keeper, so that's who you're going
He
with.
is my keeper.
All right,
All
so
right, so the keeper should be all set now. I just fast forwarded to round 2, so now round 1 is officially started. Okay.
all right, so quick rundown of round 1 with the keepers. We have Michael Thomas going number 1, Joe Mixon number 2, Todd Gurley number 3, Christian McCaffrey, he's mine. Joe Mixon is Matt's keeper. Odell
Oh, yeah, we
Beckham,
didn't get to that.
Odell
Who's
Beckham
Goodell
Jr.
soft?
That's Mike Ferlazzo.
Odell Beckham Jr., Saquon Barkley, David Johnson, Keenan Allen, Ezekiel Elliott, and Patrick Mahomes are your top 10 keepers. So,
Okay.
starting from there, now we're into the official drafting. Boys, I said it in 90 seconds. What do you think
Shit,
about?
he picked Kamara. Okay.
All right, Alvin Kamara, the first official pick. All right.
So
So
I am on the clock right now as well.
correct.
Okay.
It looks like we already got some confusion in the.
I'm good.
Uh,
I handled it.
ridiculous. Taking DeAndre Hopkins off the map. You know, he was on my team last year. He was one of the guys that probably helps me win, but that kind of hurts a little bit that you took him from me. But
He's my number 1 ranked wide receiver. Of course I took him.
fair enough. So, boys, we have Le'Veon Bell as the next highest ranked player. What do we think about his season this year? New team, new
Dude, I'm not
offense,
taking him first, man.
and Brandon is completely lost in the chat at the moment.
Dude, what is up with y'all taking forever to pick? These are the easy rounds. Come on now.
Not really.
Nick,
These are the
no.
ones that make or break your season.
Yeah.
Bro, come on.
Well, it broke Matt's season last year.
Hey, listen, okay? I still did fine last year. I had the top ranked players all season. They all shit the bed in the playoffs.
Did
James
you-
Conner was out.
Did you and
Dude,
me
so-
go 1-1 last year, Matt? Against
What?
each other?
Yes, because I beat you the first time. Then we played each other twice last year. We're the only team to play each other twice.
Is Nick online or what?
He
got
was.
15 seconds.
Yeah, he
He
was.
he joined and then left, then joined and then left. I don't know. He's probably on his phone.
He's probably gonna end up with Le'Veon Bell. That's gonna be a tough pick for him.
I wouldn't have picked Bell either.
Well, he's not gonna have any choice here shortly. So
Yeah.
The Jets have an early bye week this year though, so that's actually not a bad option. He did end up picking Le'Veon Bell regardless.
Matt, thanks for talking us through your pick. All right, I'm officially on the clock now.
What do you mean talking us through our pick?
You picked so quick, you didn't even say who you're taking. But all right.
Pick DeAndre Hopkins, guys.
All right, so I'm up now. I have Christian McCaffrey already, so now the kind of debate is: do I go running back? Do I go wide receiver? I don't know. It's kind of tough. It's tough. I mean, I already have a number one running back, so do I go tight end?
Wait, I have Zeke. How do you have the number one running back?
No, he has Christian McCaffrey. He's saying he has a.
That's my top tier
RB1.
running back. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I actually have McCaffrey over Zeke this year, so.
Ooh, we'll see what that contract looks like. To be honest,
If he gets
Well,
one.
yeah, I mean, if he gets
we'll see
one,
if
then
Jerry Jones pulls out the Brinks truck or not.
he's gonna have to. You gonna make a pick or no, Kyle?
I don't know. I'm still trying to
today,
decide.
Junior, come on.
All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go with Julio. I was back and forth. I just hope he scores
Julio
touchdowns this year.
Jones. How
Julio Jones. Interesting pick. I gotta be honest.
That's okay. Yeah. Huh.
I mean,
Devontae Adams goes up right
Devontae
after.
Okay.
See, I was back and forth on Devontae, but I just don't trust Rodgers. He gets hurt again, and
Dude, I don't know where I'm at either right now. I gotta tell you, I'm looking through the list here. I'm kind of struggling.
I got a little bit to my pick, so I'm just sitting
Right,
back.
I'm back to back.
Hey,
here.
so
Dude,
Eric still hasn't joined the draft once
Dude,
yet.
you better
So
fucking join unless he's gonna pick Tariq Hill.
wasn't he
I'll be kind of pissed.
in our group chat? He was gaming. He joined the draft at 7:00 because last year he missed the draft.
well, he never left, so he's still in here somewhere, I think. No, he must
No,
not.
he's not.
have,
He's
'cause
out.
His name's not lit up.
Right.
Damn, dude, what are these guys doing, man? Why are we drafting with like fucking
Easy.
with half the people in here?
We're gonna have to bleep that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't
When
know.
we're trying to be on YouTube, we have to be semi-clean so we don't get age gated.
No, you don't. You can curse on YouTube.
Easy.
You just have, no, but you have to get age gated if you curse.
Oh, he picked Juju.
All right, Juju is off the board.
Damn.
It'll be interesting how they end up covering Juju this year. I'm not
Dude,
sure.
it'll be interesting who leaves these dudes because I know who I want, but I don't expect them to be there.
Tyreek Hill.
I don't know, maybe.
Well,
you're
Joe, it
pick
doesn't.
19. Well, you picked 9, right? So
Big nine. I got two.
All right.
So.
I said 19 because the first one already happened. So sorry.
Do you think James Conner's a good pick for this year?
I mean, I would still take him
Yeah.
First round.
relatively early.
I mean,
First round. Maybe first round.
James Conner, he takes him.
Okay, so Eric is in the draft. It's actually showed up now.
And he
so
took
let's see what
James
that-
Conner, so interesting
Dude,
move.
People are.
Oh, that was Jordan.
Tariq Hill.
Jordan just showed
Wow.
James Conner.
Do I take Antonio Brown here?
I don't know. You've seen the
I want to see who
circus.
Eric chooses first.
Have you seen the circus, Joe, that's gone on in Hard Knocks?
But he's Antonio Brown, dude.
Yeah, but if his feet aren't right, then he can't even step on the
His
field. Hell,
Feet are okay.
his
He'll be fine.
his head might not even be right.
Listen, I'm not saying it's a lot.
Was that a helmet
I'm just
joke?
saying.
Yeah, it was exactly a helmet joke.
Let's see who's still sitting there. Pick 19 here for me.
Yeah. All right. So let me ask you guys this: what do we think about your drafting positions? Matt, you're 2. I'm 4. Joe, you're 9. Where do you guys usually like to pick?
I'll let you know. 30
Depends on the
seconds.
year. So this year I had like 8 players put on the pedestal of like a definite pick for like draft 1.
Dude, who is this right now?
So and like DeAndre Hopkins was on that list
Mm-hmm.
for me. So he made it through keepers and everything because you ended up with 2 of the top 8 players in my opinion. Like they're on your
Dude,
team
who
or
cares?
there.
He's
So
gonna pick Hill and he's not even in the draft.
I know.
This is baloney.
He's in the draft. He just let it go auto pick. But
That's crazy.
But yeah, so I would say I don't mind where I am. It's just not great. No, he's not in the draft. He's just got set to auto draft.
oh, all right, there you go. So the guy that was first in the draft is the first one on auto pick. Unfortunate. Last year he missed the draft because he thought that 8 o'clock meant 8 o'clock Central Standard Time as he was in Chicago, and again this year he yikes. It's not good for him. Not good.
I just texted the group chat.
So Joe, walk
what?
us through this right here.
You know, I'm looking at wide receivers because I don't really like the running backs. I got to tell you, I'm leaning towards Amari Cooper right now. I'm kind of torn between AB and Amari.
How many people do you want from the same team from the list there?
Oh, that is very true. I didn't even think about
Oh,
Zeke.
Matt, come on.
That's a good point.
He does it
I might have
every
to go
year, though.
AB.
But Amari Cooper's up on my list, but he's not up that high.
Mm-mm.
That's true. I think I got to draft AB.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Good.
See, Joe, you could still get Amari Cooper with your next
I
pick.
could still get Amari Cooper, but I think I got to go running back here.
You already have a running back.
I got to go another one.
I'm interested to see what Garrett ends up doing. Garrett plays pretty smartly usually, so let's see what he goes. I actually wouldn't doubt him picking up Travis Kelce here. I know he likes him.
See, I have him on my queue. So if he slips down to my pick, I'm taking him.
Well, he's not going to slip to your pick unless
Oh no,
unless Eric Jones.
that's garbage.
Who'd he pick? What?
Eric's on auto draft.
Eric's on
Garrett
auto
chose him
draft.
anyways, like I told you. Probably
Alright.
end round one. First tight end off the board is Travis Kelce. I have no problem with that at all.
Round 2. He's round 2.
That was the end of round one.
Oh, you're right.
There is the first pick of round 2 we got here.
I might have to find that draft sound somewhere online.
Dun 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 dun.
So
Nope.
far,
Nope,
Garrett
that's
ended up-
wrong sound.
Garrett ended up keeping Patrick Mahomes, which is a great idea. He's the number one QB by far this season for fantasy, but he doesn't have a running back, so he does pick up Nick Chubb. Damn, I was hoping he would drop.
Ooh.
I wonder who's going to end up picking up Melvin Gordon. I want to talk about him after Joe picks, so we have a couple stops here.
I'm looking at running backs. I gotta tell you,
Oh, I already
I'm
fill
also
in the
looking
running
at-
back 2 spot. Interesting.
I'm also looking at quarterbacks too.
Oh, it's way
Let me
too
look at
early
your
for
team here.
way
Don't
too
look
early
at
for a
quarterbacks till
quarterback.
next round.
Way
You know
too
what?
early. for
I think I'm gonna try to be consistent here because I know who I'm gonna pick, so I'm gonna talk for a minute. I was hesitant with the second draft because it's kind of tough to keep track of teams. Teams start playing against each other. You're kind of rooting for the same guy you want to lose, and it kind of screws you up. So you know what? In an attempt to try to stay consistent and make these games as pleasant as possible, I'm gonna pick the same person I picked in my other league, and with that, I'm picking Deshaun Watson.
Oh
Picked up
no.
quarterback
Oh,
already.
quarterback?
Holy
What are
crap.
you doing?
Deshaun Watson.
You realize he would have been there like 3 rounds later.
At least one, because I don't know how these people play.
You know what? I'm gonna rock with it, and I ain't looking back.
Who else just got picked up? Delvin Cook just got picked up because he was the top on the draft board.
Yikes.
And then we have Mike Evans just got taken off, and I was hoping he would slip, but I figured that Kyle would pick him up if he did. Slip,
Yeah, I
so.
would. He was the next one on my list. So now the question is
I have no players in my queue, because I'm going to play it by ear, because
Did-
I have everything written down from all my rankings. So.
Devontae Freeman next off the board.
Oh, so real quick before Odell, I think is Brandon. Before Brandon ends up picking, what do you guys think about Melvin Gordon? How far do you think he's going to slip? because
he's not going to
we
slip
don't know if
very
he's gonna
far
play.
because he's on auto draft somewhere. But
Yeah, so he'll probably get picked up with the next auto draft for Eric. But if he doesn't, if he's still there in a couple rounds from now, I think I'm going to pick him up if everyone leaves him there, because I've heard whisperings that the Texans might end up trading for him because Lamar Miller went down with ACL injury.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Right. Yeah.
So I've heard whisperings that the Texans might pick him up, and I honestly think that he'll get the touches there. Lamar Miller always did. He's nothing special. So I think Melvin Gordon will get a ton of touches there, but who knows?
Yeah. It depends on how much they want to air it out this
So,
year again with.
What are
Watson.
you thinking for your pick? I don't know what Brandon's going to end up doing. What are you thinking, though?
As much as I hate to say it, because I hate rooting for this team, I'm probably gonna go Zach Ertz because he's a. Nope, I'm not going Zach Ertz anymore. That's tough. That's tough. All right, so now
First, top 2 tight ends already went off the board. That's interesting to me.
So
Not gonna lie.
all right, so for me
Yeah,
now,
that's surprising. I don't know why we're picking tight ends up this bitch.
well,
Because there's a top tier about 4 tight ends.
yeah,
Yeah, but like,
I mean, so most of your like main like running backs are taken off already. I don't like taking Amari Cooper here because I don't trust Joe, your quarterback down there in Dallas. So I'm not gonna go with that.
all I'm saying is I would have picked him if I didn't have Zeke, and if Matt didn't out.
Leonard Fournette for me is not only an injury risk, but he's also a hothead, and I think he'll
Don't you
probably
do what I
end
think you're about to do.
up.
I was looking at Fournette too. I'm not gonna lie.
Don't worry, I'm not going with who you think I'm going to because I don't draft Patriots players yet.
Oh, I didn't think you were gonna do that.
I'm going with George Kittle, little tight end.
See, that's what I was worried about. Yeah, I knew you.
Now
My
I've got
top 3 tight ends are now off the board.
3 tight ends off the board.
All my top 3 tight ends are off the board. And all my top 10 wide receivers are off the board as well.
it's Matt. It's almost like I read your blog.
I had it printed out in front of me, dude. Do you?
No, I got the book that I picked up, but I read it. I read it at work today because
I'm not gonna lie, Matt. I looked at your blog for top 3 or top 10 running backs or whatever you had.
Top 50, yeah.
Yeah.
Matt, it was
I
a
got
good.
some heat about my tight ends. People were a little upset that a couple players didn't make it higher up in the tight end one. I was like,
Yeah,
you people don't make any sense.
Back for it.
Someone gave me crap for Zach Ertz not being number 1 over Travis Kelce. I don't understand what they're really thinking there.
Well,
Dude, I
I
heard
think
Jason Witten's making a comeback.
Hmm?
I heard Jason Witten's making a comeback.
Yeah, I mean he's back in the league. I don't know what's gonna happen there. Is Nick gonna pick? What's going on here? He left the draft again. Damn it! I hope he put a
These
key
guys
in.
will start drafting. I'm gonna Venmo request my money back.
from who? Me?
You.
That's not gonna happen.
I hope he put in a queue that's not who I want.
Carry on Johnson.
I would like him.
Oh, you're not gonna get him.
Yep, and he has to be picked. Okay.
Yep.
All right, Matt, walk us through it. What do you got here? Because this is interesting. You've got your top 2 running backs available right now. We have Leonard Fournette, who I talked about already, injury risk and suspension risk, and Melvin Gordon, who no one knows where he's going to be.
Yeah, I'm looking, but I really like another running back who is far enough down. Yeah, I think I'm not going to go running back here.
Dude, see, this is why I hate the 9th pick. I don't draft it like
I know it's a tough pick here.
Well, 2 or 9. You guys are both in basically
2
the
and
same
9,
spots.
both are rough. Looking at some running backs and some wide receivers. I
You're on
think
site.
because I only got 2 picks in between, so I think I'm gonna go. You'll see it come through in a second here.
Oh, unbelievable. That's the next guy. That's who I had on my queue for the next guy up. Good pick. That's who I was looking at.
He was my next ranked wide receiver. I had him barely edging out Amari and then Stephon Diggs. So I'm surprised. The ESPN rankings have some other guys up there. There's a lot of running backs sitting up there right now. I'm going to have to pick one up next round. I just don't know who I'm going to pick up yet.
Yeah,
If I
so,
like draft this draft again, I might take a run.
I think I know who I want. What's up?
I said if I get to draft again, I might draft him.
If you get to draft again. There's 2 people on auto pick now, and it's really upsetting me.
Dude, that's annoying. Like, come on, man.
we've got.
This is why I looked at. This is why that one year that we had everybody in the same room was nice. Everybody but Eric was all in the same room. We called them in.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yo, remember that one year I was at like Red Lobster?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
that
you
was
were
the
there.
year. He wasn't there.
That was
Joe
that
wasn't
year.
there. That was yeah. That was the day before my 21st birthday. Nick Merrifield joined the draft just in time.
Okay, he ended up with a good pick, so you can shut up. Actually, does he have 3 running backs now?
He might.
Yeah, he does. He has 3 running backs and no other players.
That's a tough look. That's a tough look for sure. Julian
I don't know,
Edelman.
man. There's a lot of guys that go like only QBs. Or
All right.
Julian Edelman just got picked
Yeah.
by Mike.
I'm on the fence because I mean I've already made it clear I don't draft Patriots even though I'm a Patriots fan because
Wait, wait.
it's
Why don't you draft Patriots?
because it's tough to decide who's gonna get the ball every game. They've got a 3 running back system. They always end up finding some young wide receiver that takes over for one game or so.
Who else did he pick? He picked Leonard Fournette.
Yeah.
So do I want? Yep,
Dude.
this is who I want. So I'm gonna need an RB2. I'm gonna hope that there's still a decent enough tight end in round 5. And I'm gonna draft Damian Williams from Kansas City.
Because you don't know. Because you don't know who their running back 1 is gonna be.
He's definitely gonna be RB1.
Amari
All right,
Cooper
let's-
off the
we
board
gotta
for
start.
Nick.
Melvin Gordon still on the board.
Yeah, but do you trust it? I mean,
He's gonna go to Eric this round, so don't worry. I don't trust him enough to pick him, but I might trust him enough to trade for him later.
I'm on the clock, by the way.
You're on the clock right now. What are you looking at?
So,
You have one of each right now.
yeah, I probably need a wide receiver. This is probably what I'm looking at. Cooper Kupp did amazing for me last year before he blew out his knee, so I don't know if that's
I think you might be able to get him next round.
if that's a risk I want to take. Stephon Diggs, obviously, you had mentioned it. He's really up there for your rankings. I don't trust Brandon Cooks. I mean, expatriate, kind of an
Dude, how do
injury
we
risk.
feel about T.Y. Hilton after the latest
All right.
news?
So I
Easy.
dropped him down to 16. I had him at 10 before. I think his I don't think he's worthy of this round pick. But I
Alright.
think next round I think I'd steal him.
They
dropped him down a little bit.
I'm gonna go with Stephon Diggs.
Ooh.
Okay.
So now
See, I like the way he's drafted right now. He's not paying attention to anything ESPN told him.
Dude, I'm pissed because I know where this is going because people don't join the draft, and I'm pissed about it.
Because you want Melvin Gordon? Or
No, I want somebody else, but
he's up towards the top of the list?
because no one, you know. is
So
what it
people
is.
are in it now. I think the only one not in it right now is
Dude, whoever's right in
Eric.
front of me is on auto draft.
no. Brandon's not. That's Jordan. Jordan's not on auto draft.
Who's ACL recovery squad?
that's Jordan.
That's Jordan.
Okay.
Yep, all those things just
Melvin-
came
Oh,
off. So
that
we're
is
gonna be on. There was just rapid fire for a second there. Josh Jacobs came
That's
off.
perfect. So I got what
Chris
I wanted.
Carson came off.
So let me
Brandon
walk through
Cooks
this.
came off.
And Melvin
It's a
Gordon.
Melvin
came
Gordon came off.
This is a risky pick. But you know what? I have faith in 2019. I have faith that our medical technology has gone a long way. And I feel like this is gonna carry me through the playoffs.
Yikes.
Oh boy.
Good luck, bro.
Oh
Good
boy.
luck.
He's done by week 7.
Derrick Henry.
Do I know how far down I put him down my draft board? I
He
ranked
didn't-
him at
He didn't.
RB 25.
He didn't read it.
Yikes.
But I think he's a good play. Do not argue that.
But is the risk worth the reward? Is the question.
It's a good question.
All right. So we have yet to get to it. Matt, what do we think now about your quarterback situation in Indianapolis? We got to talk
this is probably
about
a good
it.
time to talk about it. So Andrew Luck retired. If we do a podcast this week, I'm going to get very much into it, and I'll go on a little rant. But I initially drank myself into a nice slumber on Saturday night.
Excuse me. Tyler Lockett is the next pick to Garrett's team. Go ahead. Sorry, Matt.
Wow, that's interesting.
Tyler. Okay.
Was I upset? Yes. scary initially, and I understood why the Colts fans booed him because he found out in the middle of the game because Adam Schefter dropped an atom bomb. But I understand it now. I mean, he's been beat to hell. Ryan Grigson sucked and killed him for a lot of years. So, yeah,
It's tough.
that's all I have to say. We'll
tough.
talk about it more. I'll get more into depth during the podcast this week. But oof,
Yeah.
oof, oof.
Garrett doing, man. Garrett's scheming over there.
Eric joined the draft. Congratulations.
No, it's
Eric
about time.
Calpine joined the draft.
All right, let's throw something in the chat for him. Thanks for showing up.
Oh, we're up.
Mark
So-
Ingram. Oh, interesting. Now he's
I actually don't mind that pick. He is the number one running back in Baltimore. I didn't know how many snaps he was going to get off the bat. There's a lot of key players that have been kind of left out.
So I got my pick, and everyone's been kind of knocking this guy, but you know what? I still think he's a top tier guy.
I
And
like how you're not saying who it is, even though you're up.
oh, I know I'm up. I got him.
It's not like we're gonna steal him.
And I'm in the South. I'm going with the smoked brisket. It's gotta be T.Y. Hilton, man.
I don't know. He doesn't have a quarterback though.
I don't care. He was my next highest ranked.
Actually,
wide
you know what?
receiver.
Smoked
Wide
brisket.
receivers that
That's Kelly, dude.
I honestly think that this entire draft, people have been looking at my rankings, but I think the only one that they pulled up was the top 50 wide receivers, it looks like.
I pulled up the running back and wide receiver one, and the kicker one.
The kicker one, because you don't know any of the names.
Well, you posted that the day of my draft, and I saw it.
Oh,
and I was
wow.
like, let me
Oh,
check
what
out
is
the,
he
kicker.
doing?
So that's actually who I was going to pick up, so that's awkward.
Yeah, but I mean, he's hoping that Eli's checking the ball down a lot, and if not,
Well, I think Evan Ingram it was my guy who might be within that next tier. He actually was the only one I had in my queue right now, so we're going to figure something else out. But might be too early to get a tight end now. We'll see what happens.
Kenny Galladay off the clock next for Jordan's team. Interesting
I'm
pick.
okay with that one too. I think. I know who I want to draft and see if he makes it down to me.
I don't think he's gonna make it down to you because I think I have an idea of who you want.
Aaron Jones off the board.
I stay away from Green Bay Packers. They don't give me a warm and fuzzy feeling.
Ever since Jordy Love.
Yeah.
But Devontae Adams is like a clear cut, top 3 wide receiver this year on a skill level, so there goes my pick. Okay, cool, great.
Oh.
Chris Godwin just came off the board. That's who I was looking at next.
Chris Gadden.
I
Interesting.
don't really feel like doing the Cooper Kupp versus Robert Woods today, considering another wide receiver from the Rams already went off.
Yeah, it's tough. Matt, because of the situation in Indianapolis right now, I think I'm gonna have to defer to one of your boys right now. I'm gonna go with Marlon Mack.
I'm okay with that one too, man.
I just think with Brissett in the back,
And there goes all my top 20 running backs.
I think with Brissett in the back, he's gonna give some handoffs. I mean, he wasn't expecting to start, so it's like now he's got to rush to get ready, and I don't know if the passing offense is gonna be ready yet. And they've got one game left. One game,
Very
2 games
true.
left. One game, right?
For what? For
Preseason.
There's one game left. Everyone has a game this week. Usually no starters play.
Joe, are you caught up on Hard Knocks?
I've never been a big Hard Knocks guy. I gotta tell you.
I missed last week, so I still got to catch up. Maybe tonight on that one. But Matt, I think you were watching it at the same time. I went to pull it up. So big shout out to Matt for giving me his HBO so I can watch Hard Knocks. But
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Just throw that on stream like that.
I paid him.
At least,
I paid him for it.
dude, you're not gonna get on YouTube like
He
that.
did. He gave me $7 and said buy a beer on me or something like that.
Yeah.
$7. I don't know if that's equal.
That's like almost half a month.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's $15 a month for HBO.
I don't know what it is because I don't pay for it.
Robert Woods off the board doesn't make my decision any easier.
That was an auto draft though, so that's interesting.
That's okay. So wait till you see this one. You're not gonna like it. You're not gonna like it. Actually, hold on. Let me check one thing. I want to see who Mike already has on his team. Yep, definitely gonna make this draft first. Went with a tight end, O.J. Howard from Tampa Bay, Florida.
Interesting, very interesting. All right, Matt, let me ask you a question because I don't see it. I don't see him on your list because you put it out before the news broke. What do you think about Josh Gordon?
Yeah, so I did actually put out the list right around when the draft when it was coming out, and I had it updated my list yet for wide receivers to include him. I don't know where to put him, to be completely honest with you. It's kind of a toss up for me about where to put him. I think I'd put him right around like that 35 to 40 range as far as running backs go. I mean, as far as wide receivers go, like with most wide receiver twos are going, and so from bigger teams like Marvin Jones from Detroit, Geronimo Allison from Green Bay, Dante Moncrief from Pittsburgh. Like those type players, all the wide receiver twos from all those teams. That's where I think I'd put him for now. I don't know. I think that'd probably be the best option because he is going to be technically still a wide receiver too. There, it doesn't matter whether or not he's as good as he can be.
Right.
He's never going to get the targets Julian Edelman gets.
But Julian Edelman doesn't get.
But I would still take a flyer on him. I still wouldn't draft him there.
No, I'm still not going to draft him right now for sure.
If he's sitting there in one of the last rounds, I might pick him up because I could leave him on my roster all season. You know.
Yeah.
Okay, Hunter Henry, I just went off the board too. So now my tight ends have literally gone in order down so far.
Hey, good for you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Good job.
Actually, my rankings have not done bad yet. There's a couple of random picks that I didn't understand, but other than that, I've done all right.
We got a little bit of breaking
news. So
I'm
back on the board here. What's up?
David Andrews, Patriots center, just got hospitalized with blood clots in his leg, so he's probably done for the year. Or excuse me, lungs, not leg. So he's probably done for the year.
What team did you say he was on?
Patriots.
I just saw that. That's the Patriots guy?
Yeah, it's our starting center.
All right.
That's a tough one.
I think it's time for me to pick a quarterback to piss everybody else off. No, you know what? I think
you need a tight end. Yeah, you need a tight end.
I have a tight end. I got a tight end.
Oh,
I got O.J. Howard.
Oh, that's right. It's not. I don't think it's quarterback time yet. You got to fill that flex.
I know where I'm going.
All right.
Tyler Boyd.
Damn it!
He worked for me last year.
All right,
Very big fan.
Kind of mad that Cooper Kupp is off the list, but
Cooper Kupp just went off very quickly. He was one of my next guys up. But you know what? And I'll tell you this: I do like Alshon Jeffrey this year with Carson Wentz healthy.
Yeah. I don't think we've mentioned it yet. I think we do need to mention at some point that we are in a PPR league. So.
Yes, we are. I don't think it really affects too much of these rankings as far as it considers, but it does affect running backs. That's why like Alvin Kamara and Christian McCaffrey are number 2 and 3. You know.
So with that being said, I know I said I don't draft Patriots players, but because he's the next one of those,
James White.
Yeah, I gotta because of his receiving because of his catches. I mean, he's.
You know what? You know who's still sitting there unless someone drafted him? If I didn't pay any attention. Is Sony Michel still up on the board too?
Yeah.
So you're picking up James White, huh?
I don't know. It's tough because he's gonna have James White is projected for more receptions than Sony Michel. I'm gonna go with James White just for the.
Oh, I mean he's a good player.
Because we're in a PPR league, I'm gonna go with James White over Sony Michel, and Sony Michel is coming off a knee injury as well, so he had a scope. He had a scope in the offseason.
Yeah, that's not terrible, but it does leave some lingering pain.
again, that's the whole point of the Patriots thing. It's like, okay, they got a 3 running back system. I mean, friggin' Rex Burkhead's gonna.
Alshon Jeffrey and AJ Green both just went off the list. AJ Green.
Are you surprised? Yeah.
So AJ Green went off pretty early. He's gonna be out the first couple weeks. He had some ankle issues in the offseason.
Ooh, I have an opportunity to stay even more consistent. Hold up.
Yeah, I don't even look at what I drafted.
Yeah,
this is my first draft this year, though. So
yeah.
I don't know.
This is my first and only draft this year.
So,
DJ Moore already went up. So yeah, actually, my top 25 wide receivers are all off the board, and no one else has been picked yet.
Dude, do
Mike
I
Williams
do I want?
just went off.
All right, I'm stuck here between 2 guys, and I might be able to get both of them.
Well, you gotta be careful because you don't know. I never know what Garrett's gonna do. He usually drafts good, but he usually drafts like very smart the way he drafts.
Well, I got 2 guys, so I'm gonna get at least one of them, and that depends on what this guy does.
You think Eric's
So
even
no
gonna make
other
a pick?
quarterbacks have came off since you picked Deshaun Watson, right?
Correct.
I don't know.
So you're then the only one who's drafted one so far, other than Garrett, who took his keeper as Patrick Mahomes.
Well, I was gonna say, didn't a lot of people keep their keeper?
No. Only one kept their quarterback. It was just Garrett. Garrett's actually. I want to see what his team looks like after this. We'll talk about it after because he's got a double pick coming up, and I think he's gonna be the first one done with his starting lineup. I think if he decides to pick it that way.
You think he's taking a defense?
Took Josh Gordon.
Well, I don't count the defense and the kicker as far as the starting lineup. I'm not gonna pick those till later.
All right, I think.
Josh Gordon came off, and I'm not surprised by who picked him.
No, neither am I. It's a flashy pick for him. He doesn't. I don't think he looks too far into
on my list. I know who I want next. I think so. Let me go position him. I think I know who I want next.
Let's go with that.
All right, Tariq Cohen, Bears running
way
back.
down there.
Tariq Cohen.
See, I don't even know if he's my favorite
To win the job
from the Bears.
He's too fast, man.
Oh, he
Watch
is.
him play, dude.
But
He's
the
a
rookie,
monster.
David Montgomery is very good.
Sure.
All right, so Garrett's got 2 picks now. I think he picks a defense with his second pick.
He might, because or else he's waiting a long time to take another pick. So I don't know. Let's see what he ends up doing. I'm still very surprised with the Tariq Cohen pick. I'm just kidding. Wow, very iffy. A couple big wide receiver names still sitting up there from some good teams.
I got.
Just for the records, I don't know what you're looking at next. Actually, Joe, what are you looking at next? Because I don't pick before you, so.
Kelvin
Ridley went off. That's who I was looking at next. But I also kind of had him on my. Kelvin Ridley just went off. So who else? Who are you looking at for your next one?
I'm looking at Jared Cook.
You're going tight end.
Well, I'm looking at Kenyon Drake, and then I'm looking at a couple wide receivers.
Yeah, but Joe, if you don't get a tight end in this round, you have to wait another 15 picks.
I'm not worried about tight ends, bro.
All right.
No, so I will say this. Kyle, do you have one yet?
Yeah, I took Kittle.
Right. So I'll give you my sleeper one. The guy who's kind of floated around the league that's in Oakland right now, Darren Waller. I think he's going to be good this year. I don't know why. I just think he's going to be really good.
Do I take another flyer?
He picked up Sony Michel. Okay.
Do I take another flyer this year on Will Fuller the 5th?
Here's the thing, though.
For the
You want a flyer this early?
For the 7th year in a row.
Oh no. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Okay.
All right, talk it through. Come on, you can do it.
Talk it through. You can talk it through with me. I'll be completely honest because I get 2 picks
I
with the
didn't
next time you
realize I
pick.
had 2 wide receivers already, so I'm leaning towards a tight end or a running back. I just feel like if I don't take
Let me give you my running back pick. You just grabbed Tariq Cohen, right?
Well, I'm looking at Drake if I pick one.
I would go with.
Or
Yes, you know what? You already got this flashy one in Tariq Cohen, so you might want to go with more of a a pounder. I'm surprised they're so low on Philip Lindsay this year as far as projections, considering he was the rookie of the year last year for running backs. Well, he had the rushing as far as rushing goes.
No,
obviously, Christian McCaffrey was better. Well, Drake. Okay, he went with Drake. Interesting. I like being mean. How far down did I put Kenyon Drake?
I gotta lock in my running backs
Because here's how far down I put down Kenyon Drake, bro.
Derrick Henry's kind of a question mark,
and we got another quarterback off the board.
Who went? Matt Ryan. Interesting.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
I'm looking at quarterbacks next, I think.
Yeah, I
think it's time.
I was gonna do the same.
Who are you looking at
for a quarterback?
Yeah, because you're up before me.
Not Aaron Rodgers. That's for sure.
Not Aaron Rodgers.
I can't do it.
Well, your team is named after somebody.
I know it's Baker, and he's up there on the list too.
Baker is my 4th ranked quarterback.
4th ranked? What?
Yeah, have you seen the offense there?
Bro, no wonder nobody's reading this box, bro. Come on.
Bro, actually, we had like 50 page views the other day, so.
Did you really? Good for you.
Yeah.
You're still technically part of Stuck on Sports, so.
Oh, I know. I keep track of
So good for you as well, bro.
Thanks, man. I still watch the Twitter.
Yeah, sometimes we're playing, sometimes we don't. It happens.
Sammy injury
Watkins
risk it.
And David Montgomery just went off. I wasn't paying any attention. David Montgomery.
Making 90s in the meantime.
Good for you, bro. Get there. Get it, bro. Get it.
I'm trying to hashtag get good, kid. I took your advice.
Get good, kid. Yo, did you get Ninja's book? Or get good.
I'm going to get over this fucking Harry Potter. Sorry, I cursed again. I'm sorry.
What did you say? I didn't even hear you.
Nothing. I mean,
something about Harry Potter.
I think you said the F word again. We're gonna say bleep.
Yeah.
I added it for you. Just cut that soundbite and just move it right over, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be tough, but yeah, I got you.
Actually, can you add like a cute, cool, like squeaky noise?
Yeah, I'll try and find one.
Something like sounds almost inappropriate. Because he is swearing, so.
All right, I am next up after Brandon here. He's got.
And you're going quarterback, huh?
I'm going quarterback. Yeah, because it's gonna be.
You
tough.
said you're not picking Aaron Rodgers, so unless Brandon does, that's probably who I'm gonna end up picking. Just assuming you're going Baker.
I'm going Baker. It's my guy. I can keep the Baker's dozen name.
Oh, he went Duke Johnson Jr. from who I guess is technically the Houston running back who's starting now.
At the moment, he's the running back.
I didn't rank him because I assume they're going to trade for somebody.
You think they're going to trade him?
I think they're gonna keep Duke Johnson, but I think they're gonna try. I still think they're gonna trade for Melvin Gordon. But I guess we'll see how that all plays out. So
I think because of my team name and his ranking this year, I think I'm gonna stick with my boy Baker.
Hey, don't be a ranking whore, okay?
No, your ranking of him. All right, I was plugging you, but all right.
F you, Kyle. I'm crossing out names on my list right now. I just wrote F you, Kyle next to Baker Mayfield. So, child, please.
Dude, don't make me pull a Desmond Howard.
Oh God, no. That was ridiculous.
I was listening to that this morning. I was laughing my butt off.
Yeah, do you guys all have your laptops up, just real quick?
I can't because I'm on screen record.
I can't because I'm streaming.
Oh, so you guys are both on your phone?
No, I'm on my laptop. I'm recording.
I'm on my phone.
No, but so look at Jared Cook's little picture. Doesn't it look like there's shit all over your screen right now?
Jared Cooks.
Bleep.
God, Matt, language.
Jeez.
I believe myself. Don't worry about it.
No respect.
So who is Nicholas going with?
Is he even?
He's just sitting on it.
Is he still
He's
in?
Still. No, he left. He left the draft.
Yeah, he's on auto pick.
Who's
Allen Robinson.
Next up? Allen Robinson.
That's tough because I was gonna pick him at some point. He was
I
gonna.
don't know if he was gonna drop to you, but
Oh,
No one else has picked anybody from Chicago yet, I don't think.
Yeah, there was a running back.
No, wide receivers. Baker's doesn't. Lucky he snagged Mayfield. I was about to snag him. Yeah, but he wouldn't have made it through me, just for the record. I would have picked him.
You would have picked Baker?
Yeah, so Jared Cook just went off, so that's okay.
All right, so
here goes Aaron Rodgers right off the board. I'm gonna make it quick and snappy. I can't just leave a talent like that sitting there, regardless of how he ends up playing. Hopefully, he'll stay healthy. I think he's got another good year left in him. So now I got most of my starting lineup set there. So now I can start looking at other stuff.
So what do you think? So I have my starting lineup set as well. Do you think I go defense now, or do I go with?
So what pick are your 4? I would wait to round 9.
Yeah, but I have another like 15 picks after mine before I.
So I'm gonna take one of my picks that I really want. One of my wide receivers I really want next. I was thinking about someone else. What was I thinking about? I was looking at. I don't know. We'll see what's left up there.
How about Emmanuel Sanders, the everlasting PPR wide receiver who screws everybody over?
I like Emmanuel Sanders. He was one of my go-tos. Especially last year, he kind of saved me when my guys were hitting struggling.
That's a good way to put it. For the record.
When they were having temper tantrums.
Well, so that was all year.
Mostly just the second half.
Yeah, didn't you start hot? All right, we got Russell Wilson off the board next. All right, so everybody's starting to go quarterbacks here.
Well, it's about that time around 7, 8, 9-ish is where you start to see a lot of quarterbacks go off. And what I'm happy about in this draft is no one got nervous and picked a bunch really quick.
Yeah, we've had that in years past.
One of the years it was like round 5, and I had to end up picking a quarterback because like the top 5 quarterbacks went off the board in about 5 picks in a row. So I was like, okay, so what are we doing here?
I incited the chaos with Deshaun Watson, but nobody did.
No, that was way too early.
Yeah, you still could have gotten him. All right, Matt, what are you looking at for your next pick? You're up next.
I'm looking at a backup running back, considering my flex is a wide receiver. So I'm going to look up a backup running back with a different bye week just because I like to do that even though you don't need to. Mm-hmm. Looking at a guy who, we'll see, I'm guessing he won't pick him. I'm looking at a guy who didn't even play last season, which was his rookie season, so we haven't even seen him play in the NFL. Except for preseason. Darius Guice. I like him a lot.
We're starting to get to the point where your what are we down into? We're getting near the 30s for the wide receivers.
So that's pretty easy to draft. So my running backs now, I have a few in my 30s already gone, but I have 26 through 29 still open for running backs. My wide receivers. Actually, surprisingly enough, there's a couple left in the top 30. Robbie Anderson.
I don't draft Giants or Jets.
Will Fuller.
Or Giants.
Dude, you're kind of limiting yourself here, man.
Me? No way.
You don't draft the Patriots. You don't draft Giants.
Yeah, but Joe, you
draft Cowboys.
Joe, you already said it though. You don't want to draft somebody that you have to root against or root for on Sundays or root against, right? You said you want to make it as enjoyable as possible.
That purely depends on who I have on each fantasy team. That has nothing to do with.
So I do fantasy leagues. I do like usually 2 to 3 fantasy leagues, and then I do daily fantasy sports, and I bet on football too. So it's like a really big shit show on Sundays. And I keep saying shit. I don't know if that's okay. I bleep that out too.
All right, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with your 32nd ranked wide receiver, Christian Kirk from.
I'm
Arizona.
okay with that too. So he's a big Kyler Murray guy over there, huh?
I don't know.
Let's see.
I gotta say, I'm gonna root for the Jones kid, and I'm gonna hope that he does well.
Yeah.
I'm struggling here.
All right,
So I have a
Joe.
little bit of weight. I'm just gonna sit back and relax.
Oh wait,
I'm gonna
I'm
have to.
chilling. Hold up. That actually
Allen
worked.
Robertson's gone. I knew that.
I got 12 picks until it's me again.
I got 4. 3.
Austin Eckler, the Chargers running back, is gone. That one's a little reach if you ask me, but it's fine. But he's a good handcuff to have early. And actually, is he the one who drafted Melvin Gordon? No, it's not. That's Brandon. Brandon didn't draft him, did he?
D.D. Westbrook.
No, he didn't. So that's actually
Boys.
All right.
I'm looking at wide receivers.
So Robbie Anderson already went off.
Dak Prescott is off now.
Dak, that's okay. I don't care about that at all.
Joe, what do you think about your offensive situation down in
Dak
Dallas?
Prescott's the number 17 ranked quarterback.
As long as Zeke gets a contract, we'll be fine.
I agree with all that statement. Okay, so
Yeah, but what do you think about your tight end situation?
Is Ezekiel Elliott get a contract?
No.
Trust me. As long as Zeke gets a contract, we'll be fine. He is that offense. If he's running the ball, the guys will get open. Especially.
I agree with you.
Part, we'll be fine.
All right, so wide receivers up on the board at the top of ESPN. So you got Sterling Shepard, who knows what's going to end up happening with him. He did break his thumb in the offseason, so we'll see what happens. Jarvis Landry, D.D. Westbrook, Will Fuller, Marvin Jones Jr. So I think that's going to be a completely okay pick.
I mean, if Odell's getting a lot of heat, it may open some stuff up for Landry.
Yeah, they're going to have a lot of fun this year. I think they're going to be high flyers.
I do too. But
my boy Baker.
I do have back-to-back, so I might have some room to wiggle here.
Yeah, but with Garrett, I think might pick up Jarvis Landry if you don't.
I agree.
So he picked them up. Okay, so Miles Sanders went off the board. Philly running back with the rookie Philly running back.
I got my next pick lined up too, as long as everything goes my way here.
You're gonna pick up D.D. Westbrook?
No, I don't even know who that is.
I'm gonna guess he's gonna pick up Tevin Coleman if I had to guess anything, but we'll see what happens. So he picked up. Who'd you just end up picking? Jarvis Landry.
I picked Landry.
Yeah. So
all right.
I'm gonna guess.
So Joe, with you being the NFC guy in our little podcast here, what do you think about Carson Wentz this year? Think his knee's gonna hold up?
I mean, he's 0 for 2, so we'll see.
Matt?
0 for 3, actually, isn't he?
For what? For playing a full
playing
season?
16 games?
He played it. No, his rookie year, he played a full season.
I don't think he did.
I think.
I don't think he did.
No, he was concussed in one game, and then And then his second season, he played 12 games, was MVP, like front runner, and then broke his knee, and then
on the goal line.
Then BDE took him to the BDN, excuse me.
Emmanuel Sanders just went off.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that year. Okay, that wasn't fun.
Thanks. Do you think it was fun for me? I'm a Cowboys fan.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think I enjoyed that.
I agree with that.
Oh, makes me sick. Oh, here we go.
And there you go. So, you were right.
Who was I picked up Darius Geis, the backup running back. Kevin Coleman did go off. See, I was right. I think that I agree with that. That's okay.
All right. So who do we think is going to pick Cam Newton? Do we think it's going to be Mike because he's the Panthers fan?
He already picked up Russell Wilson, so I'm gonna say no.
Ooh, here we go. Let's go. 4 versus.
All right, let's walk it through it. Come on, you can do it.
I'm looking at tight ends.
Oh, you need one, don't you?
And there's a couple good ones. I'm looking at Hooper, and I'm looking at Reed, and I'm looking at.
If you're getting tight ends now, I would go.
I'm looking at Olsen.
Yeah, but I think you can get them in.
I might go Hooper.
I would either go Hooper or McDonald.
I'm going Hooper.
Austin Hooper.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's rock with Atlanta.
Hooper.
All right.
Let's see what
Got
Matt
most of
Ryan.
the lineup here.
Let's see what Matt Ryan wants to do this year. Delaney Walker off next.
Yeah, I almost picked him, but I don't like the late bye.
What's his bye? Is it 13?
Yeah, I have a couple of week 12 buys and a week 11 bye, and I know we start playoffs like in week 11 or 12. So
Yeah, I've been trying to avoid those.
Hey, if you get a bye, you don't have to worry about that.
yeah, so if you get a bye, you actually, unless you have a week 13 bye, which I don't know, I don't think anyone has them anymore. There used to be a week 13 bye. I think they got rid of it, but they.
I'm not gonna plan on getting a bye, so.
I'm planning on getting a bye.
I have 3 players though that are going to be out in that first playoff matchup right now, which I'm not really worried about. You have to get to the playoffs first, and there'll be injuries and stuff.
I restructured the
Sterling Shepard went off.
I restructured the divisions this year too.
You do?
Yeah, I did. I flipped some stuff around. Matt, you and I are in the same division now.
You are?
Okay.
Or aren't?
We
We are now.
And
All right,
how-
so who's going to be the one that takes? Oh, there you go. D.D. Westbrook just went off.
It was gonna be me. It was
You
me.
can take Will Fuller then. Take the opposite to my player.
To what's his face?
Hopkins.
I don't know.
He's
tough.
Deshaun Watson has to throw the ball with someone other than Hopkins.
Yeah, but he's screwed me so many years in a row. Like it's not even funny. Who did I trade? Did I trade with you to get him a couple years ago?
Yeah, we made a trade. You ended up with Will Fuller.
Didn't really help me out too much.
I was like, he's good for like 12 points a game. And at that point, he was. And then, like, as soon as I traded him to you, he just sat around and did nothing.
Yeah, I'll take a flyer on him. I don't really need him, but I already have another wide receiver. But
Yeah, I don't know. What do I have here? I got one person on my bench to running back.
I could probably get another. Well, James White. I've got James White in my flex at the moment, so I have 3 running
Okay,
backs and three wide
Oh,
receivers.
damn. So Nick's still on auto draft. He hasn't came back yet. So which means that whoever you leave is going to be taken between Will Fuller and Marvin Jones Jr.
They're basically the same players, so
No one hurts a little bit, though.
I don't know. I think if I pass on Will Fuller, he's gonna light it up this year. So that's tough, and it's almost man. I hate to do it, but I'm gonna. It doesn't matter because you're not gonna get either one of the 2 guys you want, but
Who are you taking?
I think if I don't pick Fuller, he's gonna light it up. But if I
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's fine. You're right.
I'm gonna take Fuller for the 4th year in a row. Oh,
And
Carson
you pick
Wentz.
Carson Wentz.
Also, you get your Jones.
That's fine then. Yeah, that's good. I'm okay with Marvin Jones. He's got an early bye week, so we'll see whether or not he gets to play time in my roster or not. But we'll see what happens.
Interesting. Fuller's got a week 10 bye. I've got 2 guys with week 10 buys, 2 guys with week 12 buys.
Well, my running backs, I have all different buys right now. My wide receivers have all different buys right now as well. So I'm actually doing okay. I only look at like per position. Obviously, it's gonna suck the week I have one of my running backs and one of my. Oh, it's already back to me. That was quick. Okay, he went Jamison Crowder and David Njoku.
Interesting.
So I'm gonna do something. And it's gonna piss off everybody, but I think it's time.
You're going with the defense.
Jacksonville Jaguar.
No, he's
Nope.
going with the Bears. It's his number 1
I'm
pick.
going with the Bears.
That was who I had. Yep.
Well, how do you argue with like the number? It's like the number 2 defense. I would argue behind the Jaguars, but it's the number 1 scoring defense because they also get to use their special teams as Tariq Cohen with freaking kick returns and punt returns.
Yeah, so I picked up the Jags just because I wanted the Bears, but you had them just before me, so.
Yeah, so I did figure that you were gonna pick one too. That's why I picked.
It's all right.
So I do play this smartly. I swear I do.
It's all right.
I did. Because you were talking about it last round. I told you to wait till around 9 or 10, and you did. I ended up right. You ended up waiting till 10 with me, so we ended up okay.
Yeah, we'll be fine. They're both high scoring
Well,
defenses.
I'm actually really happy with my team right now, surprisingly enough.
I'm pretty good right now too. I'm pretty.
Well, I got two clear starting. Like for as far as my rankings go, like I got two of the top wide receivers. I have a one solid running back, and then I think I do like Williams.
Here's a question, and this is totally random, but the Patriots dropped Ryan Allen, their punter, who was possibly one of the most important players in the Super Bowl, just because he pinned the Rams within the 10 like 3 times.
Yeah.
I've got to say, because of Bill Belichick being who he is and his special teams mind, do you think he's got something crazy up his sleeve for punting this year? He's got some like rookie that nobody really knows about or didn't really look into.
Well, the Colts, when Pat McAfee retired, they ended up not drafting anybody and not trading for anybody, and they did end up having the Minnesota Vikings punter. I don't remember what his name was, and then all of a sudden they were like, you know what? Actually, I think we like this random kid from Mexico.
Roberto Sanchez.
It's like he's actually pretty good.
Yeah, he's decent.
So it was like, okay.
All right, so Jared Goff and Cam Newton are the two quarterbacks off next.
Which people are starting to take off quarterbacks, and we took them around early, so we ended up okay.
Yeah, but if we didn't take them,
that's what you think. Yeah, but that's what usually happens when stuff like this happens. Who else is left as quarterbacks go? Drew Brees is still sitting there. Ben Roethlisberger is still sitting there. Kyler Murray's there. I figure someone's going to take him because he can run the ball a lot too, you know. They're actually assuming he's going to try to run the ball this season.
Yeah, but is that like obviously that would be your second quarterback.
They're predicting him over 500 yards rushing, and like they're predicting Lamar Jackson like 800 yards rushing. They let him open it up. So I mean, you have to like, but the only ranking I don't believe in with Kyler Murray is that they're like projecting him almost 4,000 passing yards. I just don't see him being able to do that in the NFL. At least not his rookie year. I think they're going to have him running more and doing a lot of RPOs and stuff like that, which means he's going to get chunk change. And he has one of the greatest running backs in the league in David Johnson behind him. Like he's not going to get the opportunity to throw 4,000 yards.
He's still got Fitzgerald though.
All right.
Fitzgerald's still on the board, by the way.
I got to go with the Mafia.
So Peyton Barber went off as well.
All right, we're getting into defenses. Rams and Bills are now both off the board.
I just threw away that sheet. I don't really care about the defenses anymore.
Bills Mafia.
You only need one.
Well, I have my kickers on that sheet too. So,
I have 3 Week 10 buys, so I better be like set into the playoffs for that.
Yeah, that's your last week. What do you have in your starters? Let me go check your team.
7, 7, 6, 9, 12, 4, 10, 10.
So your starters are fine.
Yeah.
It's just your backups.
All right, Garrett. Make some decisions here.
He's a thinker.
Lucky,
he's probably playing Smash Bros at the same time.
Yeah.
So.
Lucky number 100.
I got my pick and I'm ready.
All right, let me go look here. So as far as running backs go, yeah, Rashad Penny still up there.
You bastard!
He went kicker.
So
did he even have a defense yet?
He doesn't have a defense
Knocked
yet.
him right out of my queue.
He's probably going both.
Yeah, we're just going defense right now.
He literally snatched him right out of my queue.
Well, so and I knew that me doing that defense was going to scare everybody. Now I feel like I might need to take a kicker either this round or next round.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, I'm taking a kicker, and I wanted Greg Delay, and he snatched him up.
Well, think about how many freaking extra points that guy kicks in a year.
Well, I was debating whether I took him or the Bills first, and I was just going to get the other with the next pick. But
So I think my favorite kicker this year, and I'll give it. If you're still, are you still gonna go kicker?
I'm probably going Tucker, but go ahead.
Oh, see, I was gonna say Will Lutz because I think that team's gonna score a lot.
Well, I was thinking Kansas City too, and Butker.
Oh yeah, I mean they're gonna score a ton too.
But Tucker's automatic. Plus, I like the bye week. I'm not a big fan. 9 isn't bad, but the 12 and the 10 are getting a little risky there.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm gonna go with Tucker.
I don't think I want a bye week 12 for a kicker. I don't think I want to lose my kicker during the playoffs.
Are you gonna
go, assume that you make it?
Are you gonna go Adam Vinatieri? He's been missing recently.
I'm not gonna even touch him this year. I'm not touching anyone from the Colts this year. I'm just gonna put a freaking 10-foot pole between me and them.
And usually you've got at least 3 on your team.
Yeah, I know. So Curtis, I usually have like Andrew Luck and T.Y. Hilton. I've been doing that a lot recently. Curtis Samuel is still sitting. Just got taken off. I mean,
Trey Burton's off the list.
Trey Burton's off.
Vance McDonald. All right, people are starting to pick up their like second tier tight ends now.
Yeah, people that didn't pick them up the first time.
All right, so the question is
because there has been 11 tight ends taken off the board now.
Question is which kicker do I take?
I'm gonna wait around for kicker.
Well, you've got a closer pick than I do to pick. Wait.
Well, yeah. No, you mean you're picking now?
Yeah, but
right? Are you gonna wait? Oh, okay.
I'm gonna pick one now
for kicker. Are you picking one now?
I'm gonna pick one now because you'll get who I want before me.
Probably, but I was gonna wait and do it next round.
But you're still before me next round.
Actually, is Nick's team doing what it's supposed to do? No, it's not. Okay. There's a setting you can do where it has to take starters first, but he already has more than. He doesn't have a defense or kicker yet. He's gonna get screwed and get like the last couple players.
We need to make a penalty if you're gonna be on auto draft.
So for him though, I mean, he drafted most of his team. His team's not even bad. He has Wentz, Gurley, Bell, Cooper, Woods, Cook, Kerryon Johnson. I mean, he's good.
What's that, Joe?
If you get most of your team in Bale, I'm okay with that.
But I like to have at least a starting lineup. Like I've done drafts before where if I have to leave, like I'll like pick up one on my bench and then I'll do my kicker and my defense in a row and piss everybody off just way too early, and then I'll turn on auto draft. I'll queue like some flyers I want, and then I'll auto draft the rest.
All right, Drew Brees is now off with.
Okay, he's a little bit later than I thought.
Brandon.
To be honest with you. But they actually were really low on him this year, and I didn't agree with it.
All right, so now the question is...
I know who I want.
Harrison Butker or Will Lutz? As much as I think New Orleans is going to score, I think I'm going to go with Kansas City. There you go.
You know Butker.
Yeah, I did.
Rashad Penny is now off as well.
You got another week 12 bye. That's tough.
Okay, I'm going Dante Moncrief. Gonna be most likely the number 2 wide receiver out at Pittsburgh.
New team
Guy
this year.
Who has yet to prove himself since he left the Colts, so we'll see what happens.
New team. All right, so the question will now be: does Larry Fitzgerald end up on a team in the next round?
I don't have like anyone on the same team right now. Actually, I'm doing pretty good with that. It's a first time for something.
I think I've done pretty well too.
I usually end up with people like all on the same team. I'm like, oh crap.
Would you guys ever do an offline draft again, or do we? Or is it like one of those things?
To see each other.
Yeah, or is it like one of those things where it's like, all right, we did it once,
Well, you know, like maybe like if we're still doing this league in like 5 years, if we all try to get together somewhere cool and like do a draft, but for like a long weekend or something. But
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the offline drafts, to be honest.
I had fun with it. I liked it.
I thought it was a good time, except it was a lot of work for me.
It's a lot of work, and it's kind of like, I don't know, like they can take forever. You know what I mean? Like
this takes a couple hours still.
And we're about a little more than halfway done.
I've got 11 of 15 players. So
15 players.
I've got 11 of 15. So
yeah. So we have 4 picks left, or 5 picks left.
Deshaun Jackson. Interesting. Very interesting. Back to Philly after a while, down in Tampa. I don't know. Depends on who the quarterback is. Who's their backup, by the way?
Who? Philly?
Yeah, because their like second string got hurt, and then I think their third string got a concussion.
I don't know. It's Josh McCown, I think they picked up. If I remember correctly.
Oh, all right. Well, so he's their fourth string now.
Yeah, but I mean, he's still a guy who's played a lot.
Yeah, on the Browns.
Well, then he played for the Jets for a couple of years too. I think he was like him and Hoyer were both there. I think.
Yeah.
I thought.
Do you think Hoyer's gonna make the Patriots, or do you think they're gonna cut him?
I mean, they need to keep a. Do they have another quarterback behind him?
Yeah, they got one behind him. I forget he's a rookie.
Oh, they'll probably leave him there then.
You think they'll take the rookie and cut Hoyer?
Probably. All right, make your other pick there, Mike.
Jarrett Stidham is their third string quarterback at the moment, rookie.
He picked Corey Davis. Going kicker and picking Will Lutz.
Did you want Butker?
I probably would have won him. I'm okay with Will Lutz though. He made my decision easier. That's what usually happens.
Do you think this is LaShawn McCoy's last year?
He picked up 19 Hines. What?
You think this is?
Yeah, I think it is. I think they're in a weird spot over there right now. They have Frank Gore and LaShawn McCoy both sitting there. And actually, the guy I'm excited about is Devin Singletary, which is their third string running back, who's a rookie.
Dude, the guy from Europe, from Britain.
Oh, I don't remember.
I think.
Yeah, played football.
Maybe. I don't remember.
Oh, he played rugby, didn't he?
That might be the rugby player.
Come on, dude. You live in Webster. You got to keep up with your Buffalo sports.
I try.
I think I'm just going to go with a safe RB2 with Matt Breida.
Yeah, and you know what? I actually don't know who the starting player is going to be in San Fran this year, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I was trying to think about it. I was like, I don't know who their running back is.
So it's Breida's there. Kevin Coleman's there. And Jerick McKinnon's there. All of them have started games in the past, and they're all about the same skill level. I would put Tevin Coleman above that, but I don't know actually. I like Breida though. Breida gets all those small. I think Breida might end up being the workhorse back out of the group. So who knows?
Yeah, the touchdown guy.
Oh, there's another Houston running back going off the board.
Is that three of them?
No one knows what's happening.
Is that 3 Houston running backs or 2 and a potential 1? I think so. I think it is. Man, I got a long time till my next pick. This is brutal. This is like those late rounds when it just really sucks.
Yo, you sound really weird right now, Kyle. I don't think it's me. I think it's probably, I don't know what it is.
You think it's me?
You're moving a lot. You sound better now.
Yeah, I had just turned around to get my my drink.
Oh, gotcha. That makes more sense.
Gotta love this new mic on the recorder.
Yeah, man. All right, let's see who else I'm looking at here. I think it's about time for some sleepers and some other players here.
Yeah, you didn't put up a sleeper.
It was supposed to start coming out today. I never finished. I was gonna write stuff about them, but I think I'm just gonna release my handcuffs, my sleepers, my breakout candidates.
Eric McAlpine says, "Dude, pick 8 sucks." Well, you know, if you showed up for the first 8 rounds, you would have had a better team.
Rough. All right, so.
Dude, I got my picks, man. I'm just kind of waiting, man.
All right, let me see what my bench looks like right now. I got 3 players. I got a running back, 2 wide receivers. So let's go running back next.
Ooh, we got. Dude, you're not gonna like this, but you know what? It's an investment.
Oh, yeah.
I'm okay with that.
That's disgusting.
Interesting, considering the fact you already had one.
An investment.
I'm not gonna pick up. I think I'm gonna draft one, but I think it's gonna be my last pick. I'm gonna draft it back up. So we have.
Oh, you know what? Tom Brady hasn't come off the board yet.
Yeah, he was in my queue. It was.
I leave him there. I would leave him right on the board.
Well, I would have thought. I mean, Eric's probably going to pick him up. You got to imagine.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Once we got here,
Roethlisberger.
Rashad Penny there. Yeah.
I like Roethlisberger better.
All right, here. I know who I want to pick right now. I think he's still on the board. I wasn't paying attention.
Now
he must have got picked up on.
Now is when I'm starting to look at bye weeks because I'm trying to fill my gaps for the weeks.
He got drafted early. Never mind. I just wasn't paying attention.
Who's that?
Gerald Henderson? Or did he just go? Oh, he just went off. JK. That was my next pick I was going to do. He went off to Connor. That's a handcuff to Gurley. Do I need a handcuff for any of my guys? Yeah, actually, I know.
Garrett goes Larry Fitzgerald.
Damn, you picked Fitz. I'm tired. Okay. It's alright, I got my next pick. I know who I got. This one's gonna be a little personal for me. But you know what? I think he's a sleeper. I think people sleep on him.
Yeah, Michael Gallup. Okay, we got it, Joe.
Maybe.
Well, you went personal and it was over after that.
Yeah, he is the top 3 flex on the board. Dude, he's fast. He's the deep threat, man. I'll probably only play him.
Is he the Olympian?
Gallup? Yeah, he was actually.
You're getting Gallup?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Track star, man.
You try to put some people in your freaking queue and then people just fucking take them.
Easy.
Was he in your queue?
Beep. Yeah, he was.
Great. All right.
I bet this is Brady. This has to be
Brady.
Brady.
We're over an hour, Kyle. No one's going to hear it.
You're right. This has got to be Tom Brady, right? He needed a kicker.
He needed a kicker.
Yeah.
He needed a kicker.
Kyler Murray off the board. Interesting. 124. Kyler Murray goes. Is that right around when you thought he would be a bottom 2 round, Matt?
Oh.
For Kyler Murray for a 10-man league?
I had him at 11, I think. Yeah, I had him at 11, so is it like maybe a starter, maybe not?
Who's going to get Mitchell Trubisky?
Andrew Luck. Josh, stay in my lobby. I'm coming out after this game. Josh said you should pick Andrew Luck.
Just for good time's sake, Matt.
I'm definitely not getting on after this, huh?
All right, so the question is, who do I go with next? What do we think about DK Metcalf? I mean, freak in the combine, but does that...
He had a little minor injury.
Yeah, I know. I read that. Is it really minor, or do we think it's something more?
A little bit of both, I think.
I don't think he's going to show up like he is supposed to, but... Or at least how he showed up in the combine. Like, anybody can show up in the combine. It's like...
I mean... But
it's like taking a test.
He's a big target, which Russell Wilson needs, so...
Well, he's got a C over the line, so...
Yeah.
Short jokes,
Also
sorry.
true. I see your joke there. I get it. It's a short joke.
Short jokes.
I understood. All right, only 3 picks left. I got 4 people in my queue right now. Let's see who I can end up with.
All right, let's get this pick going. Come on, got places to be.
Matt,
Actually,
go yet? I'm not sure. It might have. Did the Indy running backs go yet, Matt?
Yes, I took it.
Two
I
of them
took
did.
one. Yeah, I took Marlon. Took Kenny Stills. Don't really know what Miami's offense is going to look like this year. New quarterback down there, but
if there is an offense, it's going to be through him.
I mean, I figured I solely looked at bye week for that pick.
I'm on the clock. Let's see here. Who do I want? I'm going to go with a nice handcuff for my own team here. Now I went with a handcuff for my fantasy team, Joe.
No,
So,
all right.
Carlos Hyde.
So question:
What?
What do you think Brissett's gonna do this year? Because he hasn't been mentioned once.
So I don't even know if
he's of the Tom Brady lineage.
Okay, yeah, but Jimmy G didn't show anything.
He got hurt.
He got hurt, and then so who knows? I would put him somewhere in the. I put him at like 24. I put him like right underneath Marcus Mariota and Kirk Cousins. I think he's gonna throw for 3,000 plus yards ish and see what happens.
You think
Alex left the draft again?
You think? Do you think that Tom Brady's off the board? Mike takes Tom Brady. Do you think?
Okay with that.
Do you think Alex Smith comes back this year? Poor guy.
You like that?
I don't know.
I don't know, Joey. Robbie Gould. Ooh.
Okay, so
I don't know about that one.
I'm gonna go with nice backup quarterback.
The gunslinger.
I like him. I like him a lot.
The gunslinger.
It's gonna be fun to watch.
Who does Nick need? Does Nick need people?
He just joined.
He needs a kicker.
I assumed he put someone in his cube. I don't know.
He needs a kicker.
We have a fan response. We're getting messages, and they say that Brissett, how do you say his name?
Jacoby Brissett.
Brissett will have 3K passing yards. How do we feel about that?
I just said that out loud.
I agree.
You agree? Ooh.
I told you, Tom Brady lineage.
Who's your fan?
Josh. I could hear Matt really good. Kyle not so loud.
Well, it depends.
Yeah,
do you guys have?
a little bit quieter than we are.
Well, do you guys have me on speaker?
No, I mean you're in my headphones.
Yeah. I can. That's the nice thing is I can kind of bump it up when I put the recording in. All right, I'm gonna go with a backup quarterback.
So that was the second to last round. I didn't even draft a backup tight end. Usually I do. Do I want one?
Greg Olsen.
Dude,
Well, the question is, do I pick up a pure flyer that I actually think I might like this season, or do I?
Well, your last pick is basically who your first free agent pickup would be, anyway.
Would be, yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't pick Jack Doyle, Matt, or Eric Ebron. You were high on both of them.
Yeah, but I never put together a top 200 list. I don't know how high I was actually on that.
Well, you told me today that you didn't drop either one of them. So
I didn't drop either one of them. I had them at 11 and 12, and I didn't. And I all my starting tight ends went off the board. I drafted a starting tight end.
I'm up.
Wondering which one I want. I'm probably gonna pick up one of those. There's a lot of people picking up kickers in the final couple of rounds here.
Who am I going with here? Latavius Murray, LaShawn McCoy.
I'll go with Latavius Murray. Sorry, yeah.
It's about that time in the draft, huh?
Flyers only.
Yeah, they lowered Ebron's total touchdowns that they thought he was gonna get by like 4 or 5 because Luck tired. They only have scored 4 touchdowns.
They have Eric Ebron projected at 4 rushing attempts.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Latavius.
4 touchdowns. They haven't projected at
4 42. Rushing attempts.
Oh yeah, I mean he plays fullback for him.
For my last pick in 2019, make football great again draft, I will select.
Well, you don't know that.
It's not your turn yet, so that's awkward.
Garrett's
you did pick Latavius Murray. That's a good pick. I like him.
I think I gotta go. I don't know, man. Who's my last pick there? Our fans said that they might cut Shady McCoy. Have you heard any rumblings about that?
They're not gonna cut Shady.
I wouldn't doubt it, knowing them.
They can't cut him. They're gonna cut him in his last year.
Kyle, turn back around.
What?
I can't hear you.
I didn't turn around.
I don't know. Joe, can you hear him?
I can barely hear him.
I'll turn up my recording volume.
Oof, I don't even know what I want here.
Right.
Is that any
We've
better?
already been going for like an hour and a half, so I think we're gonna be alright.
Is that any better?
Yeah. I think after my pick, I'm gonna hang her up.
Yeah, well, it's your last pick, so I would say hanging up would probably be.
I can't even hear Kyle. I don't even know what he's saying.
I can barely hear what he's saying now. K Metcalf just went off to Garrett.
I wonder what his season's gonna look like.
Oh, look, I can hear you now. That's weird.
Yeah, I turned it up. Jimmy Graham.
All right, I think I'm gonna go with Greg Olsen here.
Not Jason Witten.
What is he projected at this year?
0.
116.2 points.
All right, there we go.
Congratulations. Great shit roster. I mean, what great roster.
Nick still
This isn't
doesn't have a
clapping.
kicker, by the way. Just saying.
Yeah, we'll auto-draft one, don't worry. You're not allowed to have a legal team going into leaving the draft. You have to pick your kicker, I think.
I'm impressed everybody kind of stayed on for the most part, other than Nick and.
Connor just left. He just set his cue and turned it off.
Yeah, week 6 is gonna be a tough week for me, but I guess I'll just have to improvise.
Week 10 and week 12 are going to be rough if I make it there.
12. And 12 is going to be my worst. I have 3 players, but 2 of them are on the same team, so.
I have 3 and 10 and
Damn it, 'cause I have
3
one
and 12.
Actually, all my players are different teams except for my one handcuff that I purposely took as a handcuff. Because he was the one I'm most worried about. Is Damian Williams.
I've got to say, out of our 4 years, I think this has been the best people have drafted.
Yeah?
Because, I mean, nobody did anything like super, well, other than Joe picking up Deshaun Watson. I think that was the worst pick of the draft, just to say.
Deshaun Watson?
Yeah.
Portland Sutton just went off. That's an interesting pick. I think that was the auto draft. Broncos D just went to Connor. He must have just sat down and left because he only had a defense left.
I was going to get Jordan Reed.
That's an interesting pick considering he is the ACL recovery squad, so it is an interesting pickup. Since Jordan Reed does like to be injured. I don't think he's quite torn his ACL, but he does injure everything else in his body.
I almost renamed my team the Achilles Whispers.
If you were going to rename your team, you should have renamed it before this video went out.
Yeah, but now I have Baker, so it's okay. It's kind of acceptable to keep
Did Joe
it.
hang up the phone? I don't even know.
No, Joe's here. I was answering fan questions.
You're
one single fan?
Yeah, aren't you like his cousin or something?
Yeah, yep. I am. Eric McCullum said, "Good luck, boys." Good luck, Eric.
Steven Gostowski off next.
And who will Kyle Martin go? This is the 2019 Make Football Great Again, and this is Baker's dozen last pick of the draft.
The pick is in. Baker's dozen. We'll go with
Copyright.
he's adding a Kyle to the team. Kyle Rudolph. My roster is now
And he
full.
picks Kyle Rudolph, Minnesota tight end. He picks up a backup tight end. Congratulations.
And another week 12 bye guy. There we go.
Didn't even look, did you?
No, I really didn't.
No.
I probably won't end up keeping him. He's just kind of there.
You just want to pick up a guy named Kyle. I don't think there's a single Matt in the NFL.
Matt Breida.
Yeah, I don't want him, though.
Matt Ryan.
No, he sucks. Matty Ice sucks. I'm Matty Ice.
Matt Leinart.
Not in the NFL anymore.
Yikes. Okay, and with the...
Wasn't he like I was Joe Line?
Yeah.
When I was in 8th grade.
something like that.
Matt Lyon. The only thing he did good in his career was win at USC. Did that get taken away from him though?
I don't know.
Reggie Bush.
Yeah, but was he with Reggie Bush or was he after? I don't know. I don't remember because I thought he was part of that team.
Oh, sorry. That sounds like Jeopardy. Apologies.
Copyright. I should have just picked up another defense.
Nice. You never have enough kickers. Hey, Taco?
Taco.
Okay. And in the 2019 Make Football Great Again draft, Joe Top, Kyle Bottom will select Aaron Brown of the Indianapolis Colts.
There you go. Finally another Colt. Well, your first Colt.
My first Colt of the team.
Are you changing your name? Because you told me you were going to change your name.
I thought about it, but you're still on the bottom, so.
Yeah, but
you're a power bottom though. Don't worry about
it. As he should be.
I mean, I won last year, so I don't really care.
Yeah, I said you were a power bottom. Sometimes the bottom's got to win.
I got the trophy and the ring, so.
You wear the ring all the time, don't you? You wear it the ring.
I actually, to be honest, I haven't even bought it yet.
Just kept that $60, huh?
No, I just didn't get around to it. I never pulled it out of the Venmo.
So this draft just does not want to end.
No, because Goodell's soft doesn't want to end it. There we go.
And the draft is complete.
All right, so for the 2019 Make Football Great Again draft, we are complete. Year 4 starts in 2 weeks officially for the first game?
No.
First official game starts in 2 weeks.
First official game would be 2 weeks from Thursday. It's the 12th, I think. Or is it the 5th?
Joe, I'd like your apologies, please. Thank you.
I don't know. That's a good question, actually.
All right, gentlemen, what do we think of our teams? Last little wrap up here.
Go ahead, Matt.
Okay, I mean, I can go first, sure. All right, so looking at my team, I'm pretty happy with my draft selections here. I think I got a great starting lineup. We get a little bit dicey in the bench, but it happens. You can't be happy about your bench. I think I got some good all-around players. You got the number one defense, so I'm gonna beat everybody. Don't worry about it.
I'm feeling pretty good about my team. I say this every year, and I think everybody thinks that their team's amazing when you draft them. But we'll see how it shakes out. I think I got some good depth. I made sure I had a bunch of backups at wide receiver and running back. So we'll see how it shakes out.
Real quick, next week is week 1 of the NFL. The September 5th is game 1. So Packers-Bears.
Thursday. Like 2 weeks. Week and a half. All right, so for me, I would say my top 2 running backs and top 2 wide receivers are the strength of my squad. I'll see what Baker does, but other than that, I'm confident. The only thing that I've got concern about is my buys. Once playoffs roll around, hopefully I'll be there. But I don't know. We'll see how it shakes out.
Half your team missing the playoffs. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, 2-3 week 10s, 3-4 week 12s. I just gotta hope for the bye first round, basically. So, all right, boys, it's been fun. Good luck.
It's been real. It's been fun. I can't say it's been real fun.
All right, so signing off from the 2019 Make Football Great Again Year 4 draft. I'm Kyle. We got Matt. We got Joe. We'll talk to you later. See ya.